Fed Up was really interesting for me. The two key points that I took away were about childhood obesity and the food industry's way of marketing to attract kids, and how it snowballs into a bigger issue. Um, they're more concerned with getting their money rather than health. It followed the four teenagers. They were all quite young, 12, 13, 14, and their journey with their weight and weight loss and their fear and how they tried to overcome or change their ways. Um, but we saw that the families, they tried. I'm sure as parents they try their best to help their kids. I don't think anyone wants to see their kids struggling, but I don't really think they. I think they understood the concept of um, healthy eating, but it's much easier said than done. For the boy that lived in the South, he said everything was fried. Um, for the other little boy that was in Houston, the mom said that it was cultural. A lot of their food is fried and made with manteca. So I think it's much easier said than done. And even when they made the healthy alternatives, by getting like low fat food and stuff like that, they tried, but it was still very processed food. It wasn't like produce or anything like that. Um, Three things that I found interesting were the sugar comparisons. When they had the two different, one was like a healthier option that you would think, like the granola bar, with the candy bar, and the granola bar ended up having more sugar. That was interesting. And the way that the lady that worked for McDonald's, how she was trying to spin the image and have them in a lighter way. She said Ronald McDonald informs and inspires through magic and fun. It was just interesting for me to see the way that junk food marketing, how they basically lie to appeal to kids and kind of get them hooked and get them drawn in. Um, and another very interesting thing for me was when they were talking about baby formula, um, having corn syrup or sugars added at a young age, and that struck a chord with me because my daughter, she's allergic to normal formula, so she has to be on the soy isomil. And when the doctor first switched us to that, I looked at the ingredients. I normally wouldn't, but I did. I just happened to see it. And the first ingredient was corn syrup solids. And I thought that was kind of weird because corn syrup, in my head, is just sugar. So why would I be giving my daughter sugar? But it was my only option. Um, I already finished breastfeeding. My supply couldn't keep up with her. So she had to have something, and then the regular formula would make her break out. Like her skin would get so bad. So that was our only option. So that kind of struck a chord with me. Like I don't necessarily think that they're trying to start our kids early. I don't know how formulating and what all that entails, but I found that very interesting. What's your personal relationship with healthy eating and healthy living? Um, do you think that overall you have a healthy lifestyle? I try to. Um, I try to watch what I eat or be mindful of what I'm eating and really listening to my body. Um, Weight isn't really an issue or a huge factor for me, but I can definitely tell when I've been eating food that's not that great for me and my body feels tired. I feel lethargic. I don't want to do anything. When I need to work out, when I'm not overall feeling energized how I should, or compared to when I eat well or exercise often. And what makes it difficult to follow a healthy lifestyle? I think there's a lot of things. Um, I think time and convenience are a big factor. Um, it's much easier to go to a drive-through, pick up some food rather than to go to the store, buy food, make dinner. Then you still have to clean up. Um, I think culture is a big issue also. If that's what your family eats, if regionally, if that's what is how food is prepared, I don't think you realize that it's not good. I think it's just normal that that's what you eat. And I think miseducation. Um, if you turn to a low fat option, then you think that that's better. But when you're exchanging one thing for another, maybe the fat may be low, but sugar will be high. So I think it's tough for anyone, but not really what can you do. But it's tough trying to figure out what is best for you and your family.